Factors that affect the cooking quality of the pulses. So there are various factors that will affect the cooking quality of the pulses. What is the cooking quality? The time that is taken for cooking the pulses. Okay. So first is the inherent character. Some varieties are hard to cook inherently. Inherent means by nature. By nature, some of the pulses are very difficult for cooking. Like when you cook the rajma or when you cook the Bengal gram, they are all very hard. And cooking time of chickpea is the highest and the green gram is the least. So green gram can be cooked in a very short time. Horse gram can be cooked in a very short time. Cowpeas even can be cooked in a short time. But when you cook the Bengal gram, it will take a long time for cooking. Why does it take a long time for cooking? Because the legumes are hard. The legumes are hard and that is why it takes a long time for cooking. And why is it hard? By nature it is hard. So that is the inherent character of the pulses. Environmental factors. Variations in the cooking quality of the pulses is also due to the location. It also varies according to the geographical location, in which area it was cultivated, in which part of the India was it cultivated. Some varieties that are grown in different parts will have different cooking characteristics. Therefore, it depends upon the location where it was cultivated. The soil fertility, it depends upon the fertility of the soil. The moisture, soil moisture content, and also other environmental factors. So, the hardness of a particular pulses. Say for example, when we take the Bengal gram that is cultivated in Tamil Nadu, that is cultivated in Gujarat, that is cultivated in Assam, they all the three may not be same. They may be different. Why are they different? They are different because of the environmental factors, the region where it was grown, the fertility of the soil, the moisture content of the soil, and also the environmental factors. All these will affect the cooking quality of the pulses. Storage conditions. Cooking quality is again influenced by how it is stored, where it is stored, etc. It depends upon the time of storage. Time of storage is duration of storage. Whether it was harvested 6 months ago or harvested 2 years ago. So that also will have an impact on the cooking quality of the pulses. It depends upon the temperature of the storage condition. Whether it was stored at room temperature or whether it was refrigerated. That also can affect the cooking quality. And the relative humidity. Relative humidity is the amount of moisture that is present in the pulses. So that is the relative humidity. If the relative humidity is less, cooking time will be more. If the relative humidity is more, cooking time will be less. Right? So these are some of the factors that will affect the cooking quality of the pulses based upon the storage conditions or the storage environment. Seed maturity. Cooking time increases with the increase in seed maturity. So when they are tender, they will take less time for cooking. And when they are mature, it will take a long time for cooking. The very hard mature seeds will take long time to cook. And also it depends upon whether the seed coat is present or absent. Dehulling. Dehulling means removal of the hull or the removal of the seed coat which is present exterior to the pulses. So dehulling will reduce the cooking time by 70% and it will also increase the digestibility. So the seed coat that is present around the pulses, they will inhibit cooking and it will increase the cooking time. If the dehulling is done, the cooking time will reduce by 70%. Effect of soaking. Dry legumes can absorb water, right? So when they are soaked in water, they can absorb water and they will swell. If legumes are soaked in cold water overnight or in warm water, if you have forgotten to soak it overnight, then what you can do, you can soak it in warm water, which is at 60 to 70 degrees centigrade for about 4 to 5 hours prior to cooking, right? You can soak it in cold water or you can soak it in warm water. They absorb enough water and therefore cooking can take place easily. You can cook the legumes in about 30 to 40 minutes when you use a open pot method. Soaking in water hastens the cooking of the dried pulses. So cooking will happen very quickly when soaking is done. And soaking in boiling water will reduce the cooking time because it will reduce the enzyme phytase that are present in the legumes. Phytase is an enzyme that are present in the legumes, and when during the heating process, the phytase will be destroyed or it will be removed from the pulses, and therefore soaking in boiling water is advantageous and it can hasten the cooking of the pulses. Hardness of the cooking water. When legumes are cooked in hard water, they remain hard and cook for long period. What is hard water? Uppu thanni, that is the hard water. When minerals are present in water, they are called as the hard water. When you cook the pulses in hard water, they will cook for a long period of time because the minerals that are present in the water like chlorides and sulfides of calcium and magnesium, they will inhibit the cooking process. Addition of calcium chloride or magnesium sulfate to distilled water has been reported to retard the cooking of legumes, which means the cooking time will be more. It will extend the cooking time. When you add calcium chloride or magnesium sulfate to distilled water, what is distilled water? Distilled water is one which does not contain any type of minerals in them. When it is added, when calcium chloride or magnesium sulfate are added to distilled water, and if the pulses are cooked in that water, then it has been observed that the cooking time will be extended. This may be due to the reaction of calcium and the magnesium ions in hard water with the pectin and phytates that prevent the cooking of legumes. So this pectin and phytates are present in the legumes. Pectin and phytates are present in the legumes, and the minerals such as the calcium and magnesium, they will combine with pectin and phytate. They will form calcium pectate or magnesium pectate or calcium phytate or magnesium phytate, and thereby they will prevent the cooking of legumes and they will extend the cooking time. Effect of pectin, phytic acid, calcium and magnesium content. Studies carried out by various workers have shown that legumes with high content of phytic acid, pectin, calcium and magnesium do not cook readily. The cooking time will be high, or the cooking time will take a longer duration, longer period it will take to cook the pulses. Addition of acids. Addition of acidic component such as tomato juice, tamarind juice prolongs the time required to make pulses tender. Similarly, when you add acidic substances also, the cooking time will take a longer duration. For example, during the cooking process, we add tamarind juice, we add tomatoes. They all have acids in them. And if you add lemon during the cooking process of the pulses, they will retard the cooking. So the cooking will take place for a longer duration. Use of sodium bicarbonate. Addition of sodium bicarbonate will shorten the cooking time and makes the cooked legumes soft. What is sodium bicarbonate? Is the cooking soda that we use. So when cooking soda is added during the cooking of pulses, the time taken for cooking the pulses will be short. But the quantity of soda required will depend upon the hardness of the water also. So it depends upon the hardness of the water, that is the mineral content of the water. The soda that is added should compensate the minerals that are present in the water also. But the harder the water, greater the quantity of soda required. So if the water is more hard, you need more amount of soda to neutralize that. And soda can be added to the soaking water or the cooking water. Soda can be added when the pulses are soaked in water, or it can be added when it is cooked in the water. Addition of cooking soda, that is sodium bicarbonate, will enhance or hasten the cooking. However, it will cause loss of nutrients such as thiamine. When cooking soda is added to pulses, when it is cooked, there will be loss of the B vitamin thiamine. Excess soda also makes the cooked legumes look dark and mushy. It will make it very soft, and also the color of the pulses will change when cooking soda is added. Therefore, we have to avoid addition of cooking soda during the cooking of pulses. The next process we will be studying here is germination. Germination is a process that involves the soaking of pulses overnight. ஊற வைக்கிறோம். The water is then drained and the seeds are tied in a loosely woven cotton bag and hung. After it is soaked overnight, that is about 8 to 6 hours, they should be soaked in water, cold water. And after that, the water in which it is soaked has to be drained. We should remove the excess water, and then they are taken in a cotton bag, or they can be taken in a cotton cloth, and it should be hung from some place. It should be tied to a rod. Water is sprinkled twice or thrice a day, and sprouts usually appear within 6 to 8 hours. So we tie the cotton bag or the cotton cloth in a rod, and you have to sprinkle it with water so that it will be kept moist. Only when there is adequate amount of moisture, sprouting will take place nicely. So you have to sprinkle water, and you can see that the sprouts will appear from the pulses within a period of 6 to 8 hours. If it is not possible to have them or to hang them in a cotton bag or a cotton cloth, after the legumes are soaked, they can be put in a hot box also, and after 6 hours you can see that the sprouts will appear. You can see here the sprouting of the different types of legumes. Bengal gram sprout, konda kadalai, green gram, pacha pairu, horse gram is kollu, and cowpea is tattai pairu. So all these have been sprouted using the above method. Moisture and warmth are very essential for germination. So during sprouting, the moisture content of the legumes and the temperature where it is sprouted is very important. Green gram can be germinated in a very short time. It will sprout very easily. And you can see the sprouts appear even when it is about 6 hours. In summer, germination process is faster than in winter. In summer season, they germinate very quickly when compared to the cold and the winter season. Bengal gram, dry beans and dry peas can also be germinated. So everything, all the grams, the beans and the peas can be germinated. During germination, dormant enzymes get activated. Right? There are certain enzymes dormant in the pulses. What is the meaning of dormant? They are inactive. The enzymes are inactive in the pulses, and they get activated during the germination process. And also the digestibility and availability of nutrient is improved. So it is easy for digestion. When the pulses are germinated, it is easy for digestion, and also the nutrient availability is improved during the germination process. Starch and proteins are converted into simpler substances. The starch is the polysaccharide. It is converted to disaccharide called as the maltose. And the proteins are converted into peptides. The dipeptides are the tripeptides and the peptones. So the complex compounds are converted into simpler compounds during the germination process. As germination proceeds, the ratio of the essential and non-essential amino acid changes. We can classify the amino acids into different types. They are the essential, non-essential and the semi-essential amino acids. So the ratio of the essential and the non-essential amino acid changes, and it is advantageous for us. It will provide more of essential amino acid. Therefore, it will improve the quality of protein during germination. Germination will reduce the anti-nutritional and toxic factors in pulses due to the release of the enzymes. We studied that there are certain anti-nutritional factors that are present in the pulses naturally. And during the germination process, because the enzymes are liberated, the enzymes themselves will destroy the anti-nutritional factors. Germinated seeds have more maltose. The starch present in the pulses, they are converted to maltose. Maltose is a disaccharide, which means the complex compound has been converted into a simpler compound. Cytases and pectinases are released. These are the enzymes. Cytases and pectinases are the enzymes. They are released during sprouting, and the cell walls are broken down. So where are they present? They are generally present in the cell wall, and we saw that the cell wall will prevent the process of cooking also. So they are very hard. So what happens? These enzyme cytases and pectinases that are present in the cell wall are liberated during the germination process, and it therefore will improve the nutrient availability. Minerals like calcium, zinc and iron are released from the bound form. So the calcium, I told you, they may be bound to pectate or phytate, and here during germination they are released from this form, and the minerals are more bioavailable. Phytic acid amount is reduced so that the availability of protein and minerals are increased. So phytic acid can bind the different minerals. So the amount of phytic acid is reduced, and therefore the protein and mineral availability is increased during germination. Vitamins such as the riboflavin, niacin, folic acid, choline and biotin are increased during the process of germination. Some of the vitamins are naturally present in the pulses, and during the germination process the amount of vitamin is increased. You can see here the sprouted green gram. The sprouts should be at least 1 inch long. Only when they are 1 inch long, the amount of nutrients present will be enhanced to a great extent. So when we consume the sprouts, you should see that the sprout length should be at least 1 inch, so that the amount of nutrients that you get will be complete. Advantages of germination. Vitamin C is synthesized during germination. We saw in the nutritive value that the pulses do not contain vitamin C, but vitamin C is synthesized during the process of germination. Hence, germinated pulses can be substituted for fruits. Fruits are the richest source of vitamin C. When the legumes are germinated, they can even be substituted in the place of fruits, which means it becomes a very rich source of vitamin C. The increase in vitamin C is around 7 to 20 milligram per 100 grams of the pulses. Earlier, we had only 0 milligram, but now we are getting about 20 milligram of vitamin C in 100 grams of pulses, which will provide about half of your RDA. Vitamin C content is maximum after 30 hours of germination. So at least 2 days it should be allowed to germinate. Only then the sprout length will reach a height of about 1 inch, and then it becomes the most nutritious. Sprouting decreases the cooking time. So the sprouts will cook very easily and readily because it is very soft. The seed coat has been removed, and therefore it cooks very easily. The thicker outer coat bursts open and the grain becomes soft, making it easier for cooking and the water to penetrate the grains. Dehusking is easier when the grains are sprouted and dried. So when the sprouted grams or the sprouted pulses are dried, the outer portion, the seed coat can be removed very easily. So dehusking is easier. Germination decreases the mucus inducing property of the legumes, and the thickening powder of starch is reduced. Power of starch is reduced due to the conversion of starch to sugars. So earlier, when it was high in starch, the pulse flour can be used as a thickening agent also. Sometimes we add the Bengal gram flour mixed in water to thicken gravies or sambar, etc. But now the starch has been converted to sugar, that is maltose, and therefore the thickening property is less. Germination metabolizes oligosaccharide and hence do not produce gas or flatulence. Some of them may be afraid to consume pulses, particularly the elderly people. They do not consume pulses. They say that it will lead to gas formation. But here, the oligosaccharides, they are metabolized due to the germination, and they do not have the efficiency to produce gas, and therefore it cannot cause flatulence in the human beings. Therefore, the germinated sprouts can be given for small children and also for the elderly. Sprouts are very rich in nutrients, and therefore they can increase the variety in the diet, as sprouted pulses can be added to the salads. Sprouted pulses can be eaten raw, since germination improves the taste as well as the texture. During the sprouting process, plenty of nutrients are increased in the pulses, and they are very easy for digestion. It also improves the flavor and the texture of the product, and these sprouts should be consumed raw. It can be added to the salads and consumed. When they are cooked, the nutrients that are present in the sprouts may be destroyed. And it is very ideal that the sprouted pulses should be consumed raw, or it can be incorporated into different types of salads and consumed. Thank you.